it's live.
Yeah.
So let me first send you the link first right now.
Okay.
So where's my channel? Or can you go to wait. Now I'm looking for the link itself. I'm going to my other yeah, it's here. Okay. Yeah, so it's active. Okay.
Iko
I've
active
sent
hadi on
the
YouTube.
link on your WhatsApp. Yeah.
Hebu niangalie AN21. Okay. Oh, there's another AN21 by the way.
Is there? Oh yeah, he's a DJ from Netherlands.
Where is the live though? On this page?
Is that the link I've sent? It's not that one?
Oh, you've sent a link here, YouTube direct. Okay, let me check.
Yeah. That's us. Yeah, it's live.
Hey, tuko nyuma, imelag.
Yeah, there's a delay. There's a delay first of all from us outside and then going on to YouTube.
So I just.
But yeah, let's.
What the hell? Nimeingia IG na baba yangu amepost story.
Ati? Sana post nini?
Oh, si nikishangaa. What? What the hell is that nigga on? Actually,
I'm dead. Yo.
We live.
Tuko live, yeah. Welcome to TWEEZY TV. I'm seeing 2 viewers. What? Wait, I think one is me. Let me close this tab.
Brother, you're viewing yourself and then you're counting it.
Yo, but that's how on my Twitch. On my Twitch is normally at least constant is 1 viewer at the very least because 1 tab is open. Just to monitor though. It's to monitor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is my first time streaming on YouTube.
Oh.
So of course I had to get a special guest, my homie, Big Mwirigi, you know, big man team.
We outside.
Funniest comedian in the game, big hip hop fan. So yeah, we wanna get into some topics, but even before we get into other guys, have you listened to the recipe? Actually, that's a trick question because you had it before everyone.
Yeah, actually,
but like,
yeah. but I
funny enough, there's a track. I think I asked you to.
I think hebu ngoja kidogo. I think tuache watu wa join nimeweka story tu saa hii so that we can start like kabisa. I think saa hii nimeangalia bado tuko 1 viewers ndio.
Yeah, 2. There's someone else.
Oh my guy, whoever you are. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah. I tell you guys to.
Achani waambie waingie. Sasa tuone. But then I want to start streaming actually.
Yeah,
I actually told you. I told you about it.
Yeah. This that, and you see with this app that I've sent you, this shit is easy. I mean, me, I paid for it's not even pro. It's just 1 subscription higher than free. But like, already I'm seeing the improvement, and it's the first time using it. Just the fact that I can even go on YouTube and Twitch. If I still had Twitter Premium, I'd have gone live on Twitter as well. If you're trying to do IG Live and TikTok Live while also being on YouTube and Twitch,
you can do all of them together.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw. We can go into this one a bit later, but like if you saw the Timberland stream the other day, shout out to Karis in the chat on YouTube. I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we ongelea the recipe. My guy, tunaongelea. Ni watu tunangoja watu wa join.
Yeah, did you see the Timberland stream? the other day where he was being cooked because of using
No, I didn't
AI.
see it. He was using what?
He's partnered with this company called Suno, an AI tech company, and he announced that he has an AI artist that he's starting a whole lot with an AI. I'm telling you, guys cooked him.
Lost his whole mind.
Guys were cooking. So instead of, like, he took it like a champ. He was like, I'm going on live, and he invited guys like Young Guru, who's Jay-Z's engineer. Swiss Beats was on the stream. There was a whole bunch of artists that even pulled up producers onto the stream. Same way I've sent you this same link.
Yeah.
But they were live on IG. They were live on YouTube. They were live on Twitch.
So he was getting cooked on Instagram.
I think I saw it on Twitter.
Instagram,
everywhere,
Twitch.
bro. He was getting
Bro, that's the worst. Have you ever gotten cooked by the? Because you know the experience
You've asked that because you know. You called me the morning I was getting cooked, bro. This nigga is devious, bro. You just led me into that.
No. I'm genuinely, because I've also been cooked before, and
you've been cooked.
I've several times, bro. What's that Twitter?
Twitter, they
remember cook you proper.
Twitter, they don't care. No matter who you are, bro.
Yeah.
They'll turn on you.
Yeah, I think we can now just start.
Yeah, so shout out to Kavis. He was saying the recipe. We're talking about the recipe now. So first of all, I want to say shout out to you. Thank you for the support. As you know, you're sampled on the project. Something I hadn't mentioned before, you were supposed to, or we had kind of, there was a point where you might have been on the project. I don't know if you remember that.
I didn't know that.
I don't think you knew that, but it was something me and Karis had kind of discussed. Remember, the Benz was supposed to have a feature.
Oh,
it was supposed to be
okay.
It was supposed to be Oma. This is my page. I can drop that exclusive.
Man said, you know what? Yeah. Let me just talk.
But it's the truth.
You're in your Nini Cat Williams era.
Bro.
Who else refused to send that verse?
Bro. If I start on who didn't send me a verse, I'll be here all day. But we had discussed maybe putting you on the song. Then you were like, nah, actually, I like the 3 verses.
Yeah.
But we'll still add you to the song in its own way.
The song is beautiful, actually. Mi ungenitumia song ati unaniambia ati eka verse hapo. And then sasa tuseme uniplayia the one that's complete, and then uniambie nieke verse. Ningekwambia tu genuinely na tuiache tu ikiwa hivyo.
Yeah.
With the
once I had the complete version, was like, this is a nice song. I didn't even need that feature, that first feature, to be honest.
And actually, as you're saying, you're saying thank you for the support, but you know, mi ndo nafaa niseme thank you for the support. Juu bila wewe sako ni support, singeenda niseme that yenye ungetumia kusample. So it's actually just helping each other out, nini. But me genuinely, I loved the tape. A good listen. Juu nakumbuka ulinitumia. You sent it to me like a while back. Ilikuwa lini? Can't even remember. Like 2 months back, or 1 month, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, before that, I think.
Yeah.
Or like some songs I feel like I'd played for you.
Yeah. And then no, there's a tape you sent me now there. The track vile inafuatana. So nikaisikiza and I was like, no, this is a proper tape. Added the replay value on it. Karis, you did amazing. So, and also the beat selection.
Shout out to Karis. Yeah. You see, that's an underrated skill, like knowing how to pick a good beat. And I know there's a couple of beats in there that you wanted. I know you wanted a couple.
Bro, you're the
Paperboy.
Worst. This nigga sends you a beat pack. Then unachagua hapo, unaenda kukaa shopping uko hapo. Hey, this one.
Guys are quick, bro. Guys are quick.
And then you send them to the guy, and then he's like, taken. This is taken. He had actually record iko na wimbo ready tuna master. I'm like, why did you send me?
If I'm guys be sending verses back quick, I can't even anticipate it. It's tough. But like, I still appreciate And then also there's a part in Benz again where you actually directly mentioned, which I wanted to get into. So like Kavis was even saying he's afraid guys will like bars will go over his head, and like we were on over guys' heads rather. We were on Twitter Spaces the other day talking about the project, and like I was over there breaking down bars in year one, because I was like, there's a friend of mine who a lot of them went over his head, so I was like, shit, I have to like go out there
and like explain them to people.
Actually, just, and I don't want Kalis to do it. I wanna like let him have the mystery, you know, like
because you'll never see a Kendrick
but,
or a Drake out here saying this is what I
they'll
meant.
never. Yeah.
But actually, the writing, Karis has amazing writing. The guy can write. I remember before the tape and everything, ulinitumianga like something you had done with the guy. Hadi nikakwambia, I remember my exact words nikikwambia like the vile ana switch voices and stuff. Inanipea vibe ya Kendrick too, like vile ana switch voices, the way he flows zake tu ziko. So he's such a good writer. And even for me, kuna buzz zingine nilikuwa nasikiza. You know a song is well written time yenye unasikiza sahi, you catch a bar, and then the next time you listen to it, you're like, so I had missed that one. Genuinely, the Tonight bar. Unagiza verse mbili ni kani tonight. I didn't get the tonight.
Let me see if I can pull up the lyrics right now. Let's go to Doba KE. No. Just look at this list. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna act like I caught everything. Like I'm catching things in real time. Like especially year one. When I was uploading the lyrics, that's when I was like, oh shit, this guy is like, he's actually like crazy, bro. Which track was that? Benz.
Kladini check, Marashi check. Leonie lede nitaprove niko right, naona vigiza vambili nikani tonight.
So let's get on. Let me see the best format for this. So how do I wait?
Yeah, I think that's the best one.
Okay. So let's go to that is the second verse.
Yeah.
So from here. So mamweve ni wengi na clout wanadai. Ganji kikam na pula
akandai.
Meaning number one, na cut hizo ties, and it's no surprise design niko fly. Bila kuchoma jo mi niko high, Kilimanjaro jo haizi eye.
Speaking of
eyes, ni kama mko blind. He vision harmony jo look for the light.
Yeah. That's
you mko blind. Okay.
Blind vision. Actually, I also have a vision blind lines. But I have something about. But that is a well executed vision blind.
Sour Soldier Boy.
I did it fast, nigga.
Drake.
Drake.
So he says leo ni ile day taprove niko right.
Unagiza basi mbili tonight.
Nikani kunai.
Najua imekupita so table.
Najua imekupita so table rewind.
Nice.
Yo.
Unagiza basi mbili nikani tonight. Najua imekupita. Najua but najua.
Yo.
Bro, this guy is cold. Karis bana, I'm on my knees,
That's tough. Aight. Uncle, please. Hey, bro. You're killing us.
Actually, do you know what I miss when nimeshika the Najua? It's the day we were shooting, and then he's like, Najua, and then I'm like, oh my god. I feel like ni vile sikuwa nimeweka hiyo, I hadn't like, unaona vile unaekanga a certain level of keenness ukisikiza a certain artist, unajua
you have to like sit down. Certain artists you have to sit down.
You have to be like, hata ukisikiza the first time kuna ile uko keen. So at the time sikuwa keen with him like that, but sahi sasa I've known like the guy can.
Yeah.
So not every line,
Hey, bro.
every line is just there. Some lines are just like crazy bars. No. Yeah, but like the name drop,
There's
crazy.
this one is the one that me I've been so like even this intro is like it's very simple, very playful, but like when I clocked what he was doing, I was like, oh shit, like this is just he's like just having fun with it. So he's saying 2 times 2 is 4, that's foreplay. I opened her world, I told her it's role play. So role play being a form of foreplay.
Actually.
Open world and role play are both types of gaming. Open world games, role play gaming. It's giving me head, it's leaving her topless. So the head is leaving the head topless. But it's foreplay. So it's bro, what are we doing
Bro,
here?
what?
And am I crazy for saying this is the hardest Kenyan hip hop tape
you're
of
not.
the year?
You're not crazy.
I'm not being egotistical. I'm not being like bro, deadass. I'm the one who I was mixing it and these bars were going over my head.
That's crazy.
Like I've had it's when I'm uploading the lyrics is when it's like, oh shit.
Oh my god.
That's what he was saying. There were hella bars in here. Let me see. So
hey, hold on. Shuka chini kidogo.
Bro.
I've seen something.
Huh?
Chill hapo. Look at the grades, but my time.
Yeah, so this is what I was looking for. So over here.
Look at the grades, my time, mina hesitate. Umeshuka sana. Ndio hii hapo.
So I want to start it from the top.
Oh, okay.
So this is what I call like it's like that Eminem thing of the pop culture references, name drops, funny bars, where it's like you're rapping about people but not really about them,
About
but like
them,
you're using their names to. So like he's saying, fuck
to make Nini with
and it's references to not just international guys, but even just Kenyan shit. So fuck that next time, millionaire, Mamanzi wa Nairobi, like the song, watavua hizo underwear, show nitaflow hadi wines iwe water, where is Karis, hamnipati nimeshapotea. Like bro, just if you hear the way he says it, it's all you can't like crazy. You have to sit down and so he says crib ya king alafu unipate huko fashion where CJZ mimi na Manzi ni ASAP na Riri, wangu ni Bibi also being double entendre because Beyonce, Bibi, CJZ,
shit
na Riri, utapewa zako ukicheza na sisi. Then he starts saying mimi nimelive nikisikiza Shin, ndevu kwenye chin ndio nimeonyesha mimi ni goat. So he's basically talking about the fact that Dashinsky is his goat, and then now he's also referring to him. He's getting now yon ndevu kwa chin, anasikiza Shin, bro, like so
the alliteration ama inaitangwa
all those two literary devices.
This guy was in English class getting A's, bro.
Alikuwa keen.
A proper poet. Proper poet.
So he says squad ni for lifers, he flow ni divers. Wakisurface tuna rock your boat. Cheza kama wewe, nitacheza kama mimi. Hiyo flow ina sound trio mio. Loki the great.
Kama wewe.
Yeah, Loki the great, but my time mina hesitate. My time being the Loki song.
Time Loki.
Industry inanifunza ni lazima mimi nimedicate, lakini mimi ni heavyweight. Life mina dedicate. I'm so unique. Relatives can't relate. Bro, like what like this nigga.
Fuck this guy, bro. Fuck this guy.
Bro.
What do you mean? Relatives can't relate.
Bro.
Are you mad?
What are we doing here? Just like MJ motherfuckers will face it. I don't even know what that means, but I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Bro.
MJ has a song called Ebu Niangalie Nione.
But even just you think of MJ, you think of
Amani,
his
about
face
the
as well.
face. Yeah,
Yeah,
about the face.
like it just gives you that imagery, you know.
Yeah. It's like the Dave Bar from the Sprinter song Majalisa Manga. The outside white, the inside black, like the outside white, the inside black, like Michael Jack.
Yeah.
He's talking about a
Just
car, and then he's like crazy. Yeah.
but nah, he was going crazy. And I think my favorite part
Mm-hmm.
of the tape is
Mm-hmm.
this part right here. So he says, in
Mm,
fact, nimekumbuka hamjui hadi kapuka manze hadi isa si jina kwa ninja. So he's basically talking to these other guys. He's saying, you guys don't know the OGs. Hamjui
mm.
pioneers, hamjui kupika. Hii hapa ndio
Mm,
recipe, chef wa Islando. So that's the only time the recipe is
mm.
mentioned in the tape.
Yeah,
But
actually,
I
you don't
fuck
even
with
have a
that.
song called G Recipe,
Nah,
which is
yeah. So
amazing.
that's some dope in me. So
Yeah.
yeah, bro, this guy he's different, bro. He's different. And like
Karis writing yako ni crazy.
and with this song, I think that was more the focus. But like the other songs are not as complex, but are still
Mm.
buzz, you know.
As they're still dope. What's your favorite track on the tape?
That's a good question. It's been changing. Me, I've been
Mm-hmm.
listening to it the last like 6 months nonstop. Like
Mm.
even before it was fully ready, but like every time the favorite has changed. For a while,
Mm-hmm.
it was Ben's.
Mm-hmm.
For a long while, um,
Mm-hmm.
I would say right now it's Paperboy or Year One. For a
Okay.
bit, it was coming in strong for sure.
You just mentioned all the songs, bro. So you want your favorite song to be
That's what that was my point. Like it's been changing all the time. As of right now,
okay.
I'd say Paperboy and Year One. But like
Okay.
initially, it was Ben's, then coming in strong. Then now, yeah,
Okay. Mine is definitely Benz because come on.
yeah,
It has to be Benz. I,
yeah.
I am biased. I am
That's
favoritism or
valid.
whatever it is called.
That's valid.
But
That's
I
valid.
like the song because of iko bouncy na pia iko na buzz zingine crazy, and also my name is mentioned. So
Yeah. Of course,
and
of
the
course.
and the and the and the introduce the sample. So no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
such a
It
dope
all
song for
works
me.
very well.
Yeah.
Funny enough, a lot of people's favorite has been Feel Your Fear. I've been seeing a lot of love for Feel Your Fear. It's been added
Yeah,
to a
you've
couple
told
of
me
the
that
playlists.
actually.
Like I mean I get it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also taken me by surprise because I guess because it was a first song. That was the first song we had made. So
Uh-huh.
it's like I've had that song for a while. And that was the beat I remember I told you I'd sent to Denzel Kong and Jovi J.
Yeah. But
So
that
that
is like
I've had that beat
2023
for
huko
yeah. That time we
nilichagua
were
beat.
working. Yeah.
Mm. Dang.
It's from a while ago. So like um
Okay.
yeah,
Crazy.
nah, that's the one that's been getting the most love. But yeah,
How many
Paperboy,
streams so far?
it's on 1K, 1K
That's solid.
total streams. Yeah,
To be
in
honest,
a week.
that's solid. That's solid
Yeah,
because you didn't even start with us. You started
and
with the single, yes, but it was not like a single where it's like a
it was a short
video where
notice. Yeah, and
literally.
it was
So
short notice.
yeah, and also even when
But
we put out the when we put out the video for like the skit for pushing it, it was literally before it was even on streaming. So which is even
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah,
So people
that's
organically
crazy.
just loved it.
Yeah, and
I
like
think that's some. Mhm.
each
Uh-huh.
song has its own like life in terms of when I'm looking at the
Yeah.
numbers, there's no song overpowering another.
Yeah.
Like Filiophia has the most, I would say, and then
Mhm.
like you reduce Kiasi and then Benz takes it back up. And Paperboy
Mhm.
is like the one where I think we probably get a lot of streams like in like the long run, just because of the
In the
features.
long run. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can already see the
Okay.
trajectory towards that. And then each
Uh-huh.
song has its own life. I'd say Year One is the one I don't
Mhm.
expect to get as much. It's that's a very core hip hop rapping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
hip
yeah.
hop
I get what you're
nerds.
saying.
So that one I expect
Yeah,
where it's
it's
gonna
like which song can we? Juu iko na chorus hadi. Oh, it has a
aina
chorus,
chorus,
but the chorus is still
but
haina
it's
chorus
not
ndio.
necessarily a
Yeah.
chorus.
So it's not because I feel like the most catchiest songs, which is crazy to me, ama zenye zinashikanga watu, ni the ones that are low effort kabisa, where it's like you are dumbing
Yeah,
it down kabisa in terms of
yeah,
writing, unaandika tu
yeah.
na 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 na, like kitu
The
yenye tu
people
ni
just
simple.
wanna vibe. The people just wanna vibe.
Eh.
Yeah,
So for the hip hop fans kama sisi wenye like
yeah,
tunapenda bars and everything, au ndo wako like watakuwa locked in na hiyo, unaona?
yeah. And
Mm.
either way, like I don't think like I feel like my favorite thing about this tape
Mm.
is that it doesn't feel like there's a good balance. Like he's
Mm. Mm. Mm.
there's not necessarily a hit. We weren't going for that at all. But there
Mm.
are
Mm.
songs that I know can be popular, and he's not had to
Yeah.
dumb down. Actually, he's showing a lot of skill. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
it's just
yeah.
year one. I would say it's like a bit. It's like scaring. It's not scaring the hose, but like it's not the song I play for the hose. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tape.
I get what
Actually,
you're
that's why I put coming in strong. So there's a
uh-huh.
song for the hose.
Yeah.
You get you.
As you can see, cancel him alone. Personally, I'm not saying anything. Me, I'm just
for the
listening.
for the hers for the
The has.
for the has
The has
yeah.
is
So like
crazy.
no, but for
Mm.
there has to be a song for the ladies. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
the song is there. It's a bit more of a house beat, a bit more emotional. Yeah,
Yeah. Bro,
yeah.
having like being able to put a tape together is one of the hard, in my opinion, for me, imenishinda, not imenishinda, but like I'm getting there with it because mi ni mtu intricate sana, so I'll just be overthinking niko like lazima ikue tape yenye na make sense like somehow kufuatana or something. So what is your experience with like putting tapes together? This is like your second album, no?
This is so I don't
A third
consider this.
actually.
I don't, but so I don't consider this an album, but it's still a
Okay,
project. So, but it's
yeah,
my
a
third.
third project same.
Yeah.
Damn. How do
So
you pick what goes where? Like how do you even do that?
so huh. So I mean the fact that I'm pretty new, I think I can explain my process
Mm-hmm.
for my three projects because they've all been different. You see, with
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Underground 10 had
And
been
actually, before you continue, I feel like Underground 10 is the most out of them, it's the most artistic in terms of like kuna vile kuna ka order something, kuna order fulani where
all the
it's like
sequencing and all of that stuff.
if you have to listen to this so that you can listen to this.
Oh
Ama
yeah,
kuna ile point zenye kuna zile song mbili zinaingiananga. The one with Uma, my
yeah,
favorite song on the track there. I don't
yeah.
know, no, 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 no. Oh, ilikuwa inaitwaje? Oh my God,
Sakarat.
it's long.
I was listening to it.
Sakarat.
I was listening to it like 2 days ago. I was like, because I normally don't like my
Uh,
my music. I mean, like
uh-huh.
the Underground 10. I don't like it as much, so like I don't go
Mm,
back to it. But then now I was like, let me
okay.
just go listen to my music. I was like, okay,
Uh,
okay, I see what you did. I'm even getting ideas of things I had back
mm.
then that I didn't fully realize. Where I'm like, oh, let me see
Yeah.
how I can do this again properly.
You remember when you told me you wanted to promote it again after we did the one we did with Denzel featuring Ouma, the one we did,
Yeah,
the first one we did. And then
yeah.
now when you said when the tape was out, I actually told you Sakarax in the Umina feel it's a
Yeah,
potential like hit song where it's like
yeah,
ni vibe, iko
I hear
upbeat
you.
vizuri, the chorus is like catchy, ni kitu mtu ataka kurudi tu aimbe
I
tu.
won't lie to you, it's not the
Eh.
best beat.
Mm.
Upon revisiting, it's a decent beat, but
Uh-huh.
I can hear the two not mistakes. I just didn't know
Mm.
better. You know, now I know better.
You are
I'm
growing
free.
still.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I now at this point I appreciate that. Like now I can look back at
Mm.
it and I'm like, yeah, I actually took a step
Uh,
and put it out. You know.
because that's actually a song from like not a song, that's like a beat you made in like 2021 or 2020 actually.
20 so that's a character. So me I started making beats in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that beat is from there. Actually, I think that was the beat that no me, I was in a sound engineering school.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
like my final project was literally to make an album. That's how I ended up making Underground 10. Because
Oh,
you
for
see, with
real?
me, I can't
Mm.
like do something and
Mm-hmm.
not fully like do
Do
it.
it.
So
Mm.
like I wasn't just
Like,
gonna make. They told us just make 6 songs, make it a
mm-hmm.
project, whatever. So me, I took the concept of Underground 10, which me and Tel already
Mm-hmm.
had, and I was like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna make 10 songs.
A
But
tape.
for the class, I only did 6, and
Ah.
those are the ones that have Kina J, Kina Utsimi, Clear
Ah.
Artists. Those songs were the first 6, but Sakarax was, I would
Mm.
say, the
Mm-hmm.
first, not the first beat I made, but the first one that was made in that entire project. And that one, Oma came to my crib. I didn't have any equipment. We recorded in my closet with a gaming mic,
One of
and
them
like,
ones.
yeah, and I made the beat like
Mm-hmm.
um hey bro, I can't even open that project file. I just I look at it and just start cringing. Like, what was
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Because back then I didn't know how to I didn't know how to sample, and then I also didn't
Uh,
know how to like find other instruments. So like all the
mm.
I played all the chords
Mm-hmm.
using like stock, like basically when you get the
Ah,
software, it's all the stock instruments in there. Those
yeah,
things,
yeah.
bro, I'm listening to
But
it, I'm like, yeah,
it's actually like crazy that you will notice that. But Mimi as a listener,
yeah,
or somebody who doesn't do production, me, I'll just be like, I love the
yeah.
song,
Even
like
a
it
lot,
is.
yeah, like the way you've said, like even a lot of artists don't notice, which is funny
Yeah,
to me.
I'm just like, it's a good beat.
It's a nice beat. Yeah.
I'm just like,
Like,
I love the beat. Me,
yeah,
I won't
and
release. I won't like.
it's so funny you say that, because I think there's some beats that are made genuinely just to
Mm-hmm.
impress other producers, where I'm
Mm.
like, me, I'm tripping over it, but then I see my homie and him, his reaction is
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, this is a nice beat, but like to a producer, you're hearing other things.
Yeah,
It's like, but
yeah,
then the simple ones are the ones where the artist will be like, yeah, this is
yeah.
it's a
This is the
good
one.
beat. It's the one that has
I don't
two
know.
tracks, you know.
I don't know. It's actually crazy. Ni vile tu art ni weird. Kuna vile
Yeah,
in terms of hata ujuangi ni song gani kama like release maybe a tape ujuangi ni gani itashika, gani
yeah,
ita take time na itashika later on. So it's like you never know. Maybe it's a bit yenye umekaa nayo for like umeitengeneza for 3 months. Hiyo ndio hata hakuna mtu anaitaka. Kila mtu tu ako like
yeah.
ah.
Fact.
So
There's a beat.
I,
There's a couple
mm,
of beats that I've made that
mm-hmm.
I add them to every single beat pack, and no one is picking. And I'm
No one
like,
will touch them.
you guys don't know the quality of these beats, bro. Like the musical
Yeah.
quality. Where
Mm,
I'm like, it's fine. And then the simple ones, the ones where I've used 2 tracks
mhm.
and
Yeah, yeah.
a drum loop. That's
Mm.
the one that everyone wants. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my
Ah,
days. I've just used
yeah,
a
but
bass line and a random melody, and that's the one that's
actually,
but it's
people I
fine.
don't feel like people know that you even produce like house beats and stuff.
Yeah. So
Because me,
like,
I've had some of your beats, and then to Konadi a song with one of your like house beats, which is
yeah.
maybe Takuja huko later on, but like people don't
See,
know the range that you have.
I'm sitting on some slaps, bro. I'm sitting on some slaps.
Bro.
Like, some haven't yet been fully recorded, but like,
Mm-hmm.
there's just know there'll be a point where there'll be a whole like,
Mm.
not necessarily house, but there will be a whole like tape with a lot
Mm.
of
You actually told me
vocalists.
that.
Yeah, there's a couple of songs already that are in the
Mm.
works. I don't
No
wanna
pressure.
don't wanna spoil anything, but
Yeah, yeah.
like,
So that's how I was saying, like your range is crazy, and people should just watch out. There's a lot. There's a lot on the way. Yeah,
thank
and
you, man.
another thing, grind is actually getting attention right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. My
I
homie,
feel like it's
like,
also part of the tape. Tape yenu imenisaidia. You changed
yeah, that
a broke
was
nigga's life.
bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used you as part of my rollout. Like, I knew I knew, but like that's how the music game works. Like even right now,
Yeah,
there's a couple of singles that I helped mix and master that like they're
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out. It's all part of. So like I had this single, yours, Grind,
Mm-hmm.
and Lies with Vita and my homie
Mm-hmm.
S. And
Mm-hmm.
I told them, you guys can even post it on your. I don't need it on my
Yeah,
feed, but like
yeah,
I just need something out there.
yeah. To
So like
keep you like going.
they've all contributed to each other at this point because now
Yeah,
guys
actually,
still just
crazy.
like discover because again me I'm like it's happening in real time yani like nimeanza tu
Mm-hmm.
tunaenda like guys are seeing all of it happening in real time, which is why I think it's now
Yeah.
contributing to like Lies got added to a playlist, which I think
Ah.
somehow got like at the same time it started booming with Grind, and then now Truth is just behind Grind as well at the same time. Like
Bro, almost every day me I get like notifications of people posting with the nini. Now there are people like posting same mtu ako job ako like ana record and then they put the song, which is like
yeah,
okay, that is
my
exactly what I meant for it to happen. So
my homie who like we hadn't talked in a while.
mm-hmm,
Um, we connected the other day, and like he was telling, like he had hit me up to tell me he's been bumping one of my songs. So I was like,
mm-hmm,
okay, I was fully expecting it to be because in my
mm-hmm,
head, I think to me, Truth is probably my most. That's my biggest slap in terms of the song that will
yeah,
get the most people anywhere. I feel like
uh-huh,
Truth and Lies are the songs that I would say like I would most expect someone random to find of mine. Then he
yeah,
tells me,
yeah,
so I'm
uh-huh.
asking which song, which song. Then he says it's with that comedian guy. I'm like, oh shit, you're talking about Grind. He's like, yeah, bro, I've been bumping that in the gym. That shit makes me go hard, bro. Like pause. It makes me
Bro,
like,
it's
bro.
actually
That
crazy.
was very not that I didn't expect the song to
Uh-huh.
resonate. It's just it was like unexpected because I was like, oh shit, like I feel like we kind
Mm,
of we promoted it that first period and then
mm-hmm.
left it to the universe and like it's just
Yeah, yeah, I
doing
think
its own
both
thing.
of us tulifika too. Like for
Yeah,
me, it was maybe I was like pushing to have the first song out. So nile
yeah,
sikuwa na expectations, like the biggest expectations now. It was like
yeah,
this is the first song. But if Spotify yangu, that is the first song there. So I was just
yeah.
like, I don't think it will.
And then you had your other release that you were working on. Yeah,
Yeah, I was working on the other one, and
yeah.
then I've never posted another song since.
Do you want to talk about that? About like what happened with that one?
Okay, so actually, the other song it was So shout out to Otsimi. Otsimi tulifanya naye the other song in last year December if I'm not wrong. So we were in the studio and then there was this beat and then it's like I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this beat? Of course, me naturally nitafikiria, I want to rap. And then he's
Yeah,
like, no, jaribu. You know how Otsimi pushes you to do something different.
yeah,
Like, let's write a love song. Tuandike something. Ndio inakuja. Ndio
yeah,
inakuja. So I read the first line. I'm like, girl, you trying to make it so hard. And then it's like, endelea. Before I knew it, we have a chorus. And then he
yeah,
comes in akafanya verse yake. And then from his verse and whatever is going on, ilikuwa something lavidavi. And at the time, I was not mentally in a lavidavi stage. You know where you can't. Me, I'm that type of person mwenye kama siko in that lavidavi stuff. Nikiona tu kitu ama watu wako in a lavidavi situation, niko like, what are you doing? So
yeah,
I had to bring myself to write something lavidavi, and then
yeah,
did the verse. We finished the song, and then ikakuwa tu hapo. Mimi nikiplaya watu wako like wanaipenda. Actually,
yeah. Me, I liked it.
I had the two
Mm,
songs, Grind and before we dropped
mm,
them even, Grind
mm,
and What You Want.
yeah,
I play for people, and then people are like, I like. There are some people who are like, I like What You Want. Some people are like, Grind
mm.
is better. I like Grind, but What You Want is
It
also
wasn't. It
good.
wasn't
I'm like,
like such a big. Like everyone was split on it. Yeah,
yeah, and then me, I'm confused because today I listened to it and I'm like,
yeah. I
this
know
is
that
good, and then
feeling.
the next day I'm like, and then the fact that I'm singing, which is something like naturally, I'm just like, why am I singing?
Yeah,
So I didn't expect much from it, but yeah, genuinely we released it. Nikafanya video where it was like, this is me showing you guys I'm here. This is my first time here. Treat me like I'm a newcomer. But people are like, no, this is not your quality. We need better. People did not like the video. So I'm going to be honest with you. Some people did not like the video. Others liked it because kuna hiyo split. Ukiangalia in the comments everywhere, it's a split. And it kind of took me in this dark place. Nikachana music for a bit where it's like I'm not writing, I'm not able to write. And then with music, I've even been telling you, with music, kama uko in a position to write, you won't write nothing. Utakuwa tu hapo uko like, actually the first time nimeandika like 20 bars or something ni jana usiku. Jana usiku I put on the ile bit ya energy, ile bad energy stay far away. Stay far. That bit is wavy. So nilieka tu and then I'm like, let me write something. Nikaandika freestyle ingine hapo, I'll drop it soon pia. Wait, ile design tu ya kurecord like kuweka beat and then rap. So I'm in that zone again where I can write. So yeah, we're back.
We back. So I sent you those beat packs.
Yeah, I'll listen. Actually, after hapa naenda kusikiza niangalie. Juu nimeona I'm like, I think mimi ni mchawi. Hizi masaa za usiku ndio the creative energy.
Nah, that's how it is. That's how I know you're becoming a rapper for real. This is their timings, bro.
Jana usiku bro. It's like nimemaliza kuwatch. I was watching, I think nilikuwa na watch Bola League UK. There was like the final. So nikamaliza and then I'm like, acha nikalale. Nikasema hii beat nimekuwa nikitaka. The first time niliona hii beat mtu akirap on it, it's Cam Cardinali time alikuanga HBR ile time walienda huko. Alikia and then akaflow on it, niko like, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
This beat is rapping on this crazy. Nikachukua notebook yangu tu and then the first line is literally Mwirigi acha rap. So I wrote Mwirigi acha rap. And it's like 20 bars. So I'm in that zone again. And actually the first song back, that is not the first song. The first song back ni ile yenye nimekutumia, the one you're supposed to make a beat for.
I really like that, the flow on that one.
So it's actually sad-ish, like inaka too dark, mtu ako niko in a dark place in the song.
Yes. Me, those I can make a crazy beat out of that one. Like you see with Paperboy, I was talking about this the other day. The Paperboy beat. Young Stevie sent me the vocals to the hook first. So I had the hook first, and then I created the beat over it. And I would say, not to say that previous beat wasn't good, but like I feel like I completely changed the tone. Not the tone, but like just the vibe of what he had gone for. It made it more impactful. And like I enjoyed that whole process. That's why I was like, yes, tell Jay. I talked to him today. I told him, send me those stems.
He actually called me.
Yeah, he called me.
Akaniambia, ukuniambia nitumane stems.
Akona pressure.
Niko like so I was actually nimetoka hizo side za Karen huko juu nilikuwa na event ya DSTV hizo area. So nikamwambia hata nimepitia tu hapo nje ya kwenu. So mimi hata akinikola I was thinking maybe ameniona or something, ameona gari yangu or something. So ako like nini Anton ameniambia story ya ditume stems, nikamwambia mtumie juu aliniambia anaweza tengeneza beat over it where we can actually do a video ndo to see hizi nini we need to make sure we are earning from this shit. I'm like we are setting ourselves up to earn in future. Eventually people will come back to this music and then what's the need kama like to earn anything from them.
I hear you.
Can't wait to see what you come up with. And but I'm back in that zone, so acha tuone tu vile kutakuwa.
It's funny, it's like tuna switch. So now that I'm still promoting the album, I'm still on album mode technically, but as I leave album mode, content mode, especially now that I've gotten this app and stuff, now we are full on content mode as I make music in the background. Just sending beats around. I have a concept for a tape. I'm not going to talk about it here, but I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
But hey, this one, if I say it to someone, is gonna do it. Like,
don't say it.
Wow. So like, but so speaking of now the Kenyan music and all of that stuff. I'm interested to hear. So like I've been seeing a lot of talk about BN. Actually is dominating the what's it called, the airwaves, although there's no radio as much anymore. But he is the talk of the town, like there's always something to say
the guy
about
is
him.
everywhere.
Like every week there's something.
Actually,
it's incredible to see. So,
he's
for
giving
good
me
and for bad.
He's giving me ile vibe ya J. Cole on features, where it's like wimbo yote atakuwa.
So, yeah.
You'll enjoy his part.
I wanted to even get into that, but first I wanted to start with the more recent one. So, have you heard the new track with Diamond?
I heard it when it was like 2 minutes ndio imepostiwa hivi. Hiyo day I think kulikuwa na nini, tulikuwa na watch. Was there a game or something? Kuna kitu ilikuwa sijui ni game ama nini, but kuna kitu nilikuwa na watch. I think there was a game, if I'm not wrong. Was there a game ama ilikuwa? I don't know what it was, but I was watching something. So nikakumbuka, but then nani ana drop nini, let me watch. Nikaiweka, give it the first listen. You know how the first listen inakuanga sometimes. There's those ones where you have to give it another listen. So genuinely, me nilienjoy Beyond's part. I enjoyed Beyond's part, but my guy from TZ.
Yeah.
Well, he did well, but on that song, I don't feel like he did his best. I don't know. Maybe not even hating genuinely. Genuinely not hating. I've not listened to the song.
Guys on Twitter are hating that one.
I've not listened to the song since because
guys are hating. It's but so for me, I feel like Kenyans we like to hate. So like I think this whole feature run that BN has done, sana this song, and shout out to Tyrus Blue in the chat.
Shout out to you.
This feature and the Msomali guy.
The one. No, Allah, mashallah.
Yeah. First of all, I'm gonna say that shit when he came for the concert over here, which I'll talk about, but like when he came, that song slaps when he performed it for I was like,
oh, for real?
Like, wow, that shit was slapping, bro. I think now that concert was amazing. But like sana those two songs have gotten the most backlash. People weren't feeling the songs in general, and I think it's mostly because of the features actually. And
actually,
my
it's
thing
not because
is,
of BN.
It's not because of BN. BN is too certified. He's too certified. Again, the way you said he's become. Fail to see though is that you may not like the Diamond verse, or you may not like whoever's verse, or yada yada yada. This guy, there's clearly a play there going on. Obviously, he's signed to Universal or whoever it is. Him himself.
Is he signed to Universal?
I think him himself has his own deal. I don't know if him himself BN. I don't know if it's Universal or a subsidiary of obviously UMG Africa.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can see in now how he's moving that there's a machine at least behind him supporting. So like him doing all these African features, mind you, he's gone to every country. He's gone to Rwanda. He's gone to Congo. He's gone to Somalia. Like all of East Africa,
Yeah.
He's conquering this region, making himself the powerhouse over. Some would say Diamond, So like him tapping into that market is him almost like trying to colonize it in a way, but like just be that guy in East Africa.
Yeah.
Because the biggest way to become big outside of now this region is to have
the whole region supporting you.
And like he has Kenya, but it needs more. So like him coming on tour over here, obviously a lot of the people who are going for his shows are Kenyans in diaspora. But I'm sure the goal for the next project is to widen that to be East Africans, and then after that, I'm sure even West African, and which is also he tried that with his deluxe, getting at
even the tape itself, si kuna ile song yake na Ira Star.
Yeah. Kuna Ira, kuna Miss Banks.
Miss Banks, in London, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. But still diaspora connected, like, so it's still, he had Rich 3-2.
Hey, that one was crazy to me. I didn't see that one coming.
That one was crazy, bro.
Like, what?
Like that one was like, wow, that's dope.
Fally
But like,
Ipupa,
bro, the tour, Fally Ipupa,
though I
yeah.
feel like I
like,
prefer the other song. I don't prefer the remix.
the original, the original was much better.
But I see what he's doing, and I agree with it, because there's some moves you have to make zenye maybe uko proud of, especially with the music, where it's like there's an end goal to it. Like for the thing that you're doing doesn't make sense, but it will make sense.
It will make sense.
So I feel like that is what he's doing, and genuinely proud of the guy. Na feel anaendelea kuenda tu, anaenda tu akienda.
And he's a great ambassador for Kenya. Like that Breakfast Club interview was incredible.
Yeah. Even though nani Shalame,
but that's Charlemagne. That's
literally
the
him.
fact that Bien is so well media trained that he was unfazed.
Actually,
like, that to me is actually the best part of the interview.
And also I feel like,
bro, Charlemagne, that's his job to throw you off.
And I feel like that's he's also maybe seen the interviews zake za kitambo, so alikuwa ready,
of course,
because hakukuwa there's nothing juu kuna vitu mingi zenye nani alisema ingekuwa like, what do you mean by that? And then now he'll start on ndio sasa apate trending clip, the brief.
He could have easily done that. He could have easily have gone into that, like it could have gone that way, but Bien is so well media trained. He's like, I know how this guy gets down. And like, shout out to Jess Hilarious, the other host. How she was genuinely asking some good questions that led to Bien talking about Kenya and East Africa.
So me, I'm genuinely waiting for the next project. I can't wait to see what he gives us this time. But genuinely, me nili enjoy the other project. The other project. What's your favorite song from the other project? The Alusa, Why You Topless?
First of all, Towers Blue is like nigga crash out like Badman, bro. Trust, bro. Charlemagne be provoking niggas out here, bro. My favorite song from the project, I would say, I think on the deluxe, the Rich song is my favorite for sure.
Okay.
But I love
Lost and Found.
Nah, it's lifestyle. It's a lifestyle.
Sasa mimi, when the tape came out, Lifestyle was on repeat. Mimi yule mtu na hyperfixating on vitu. Bro, I'm telling you, I won't lie. I was listening to Lifestyle like asubuhi, ni kama ilikuwa kama like nimesikiza music, nimeacha kusikiza. The next time naanza kusikiza nitaanza na Lifestyle. Na nirudie kwanza, like the way verse ya nani was so good. Actually, I can sing that song like bar for bar, word for word. So it was that, and then with time ikienda ikichange tena ikakuwa wimbo gani? Ni wimbo gani ndio nilipenda next hapo? I think it was nini? Let me check the track list hata badala ya kung'ang'ana hapa. But right now my favorite track is nini? Lost and Found. That song is
that's a beautiful song. I'd say my other favorite is Masheri.
Masheri. Even that one was a favorite sometime. A Student here, because A Student, if you remember,
A Student is a really nice song.
If you remember, A Student kwanza alitoanga as kuna time ya results because zinatoka, and then he did like an acoustic version.
Oh yeah. That's why the like, that's why it hit the
familiar.
Like, that's why I knew it, like I was singing but I genuinely had no idea.
Bro, me, I listened to it, I was like,
but I remember that. Okay,
that's there is that one. There is Time is such a good song. everything takes time. And then hapo mwisho kuna hizo the layered like vocals where it's sijui dem gani hapo anaimba hapo everything takes time. Like yeah.
So would you consider it a classic? And before you answer that, we'll also now get into what Kenyan albums would you consider classics? Besides the Recipe, of course. Recipe is out now on all streaming platforms.
Go and stream it. That's a good
future classic. But so do you consider
shamelessly plugging yourself?
This is my platform. What are you gonna do to me, bro? Yeah, man, it is out now.
Go and listen to the Recipe. So you're asking me if I would consider it a classic?
Yeah.
I feel like to say something is a classic inafaa
Was it too soon? It's too soon.
It's inafaa ipe time yake kwanza imarinate. So let's see, but genuinely in a age vizuri, it's a tape I can listen to like from the top to mwisho sahi, and this is like 2 years later. No. So potentially a classic. I will say it's potentially a classic. Let's wait and see the next thing anakuja now. Juu mimi sahi expectations zangu kwake. Bro needs to like.
So what? That's facts. I think he's gonna for sure.
Kenyan albums that are classics. Number 1.
Yeah.
Nini? Like You, Nyashinsky.
Okay. You're a big Nyashinsky
guy. Have you listened to that tape by the Like You? The one from 2020?
Yeah.
I love that.
That's a good
tape. Kuna song. It's literally like there's a song for every season. Kama sahi, like my favorite song ni there's the Lucky You. Inaitwa Lucky You. There's a song called Lucky You, kama unaijua. The one he's talking about like she knows si binadamu anymore when he brand sasa maisha yako ni show. He's talking about vile yeye amejulikana amekuwa celebrate, like kila mtu ako like invested in what they're doing, ukimake wrong move kidogo nini. So right now I'm kind of living that because so it hits harder sahi juu na relate nayo directly. So there's so many amazing songs on that. I would say Midnight Train by Sauti Sol.
Facts.
Midnight Train by Sauti Sol.
Facts.
Hey, I don't feel like I've listened to many Kenyan albums, to be honest.
What I was gonna say is I don't think, not that we don't have classic albums, but there's not as many for us to choose from. When we really sit and think about it, it's like we've not developed that album culture.
It's imeanza ku develop sahi, actually. People are putting out albums.
So I would say Victims of Madness wa Cardinal is a classic.
I'm so sorry for not mentioning that one.
Front to bottom. Bro.
Classic.
Drill, hip hop, whatever it is. There were even some Afro sounds in there, like bro.
Classic. Not even gonna lie, classic. Which one else? Ganingin.
This one was a mixtape, but I consider it a classic hip hop mixtape. The Bootrus tape with the blue 6. It's called. I don't know if you listened to The Time for Story Lianza. Let me find
Story Lianza like this.
Project. You see the album that's on? It's called. It always had a weird name. 6 views. Oh yeah, it's called 6 views before 8K. That's how you pronounce it, but the way it's spelled is all weird and shit. I think that removes from the project because it makes it hard to find.
From 20?
But the music on here, 2020. All of these tapes is like the best ones all came out 2020. To be honest.
I'm trying to find it on. Is it on Spotify?
So this is the one with it's the one with Omoka. It's the one with Story Lianza.
Omoka.
Safi, Mbona. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, funny story. Let me tell you something. Umetaja Butros nikakumbuka tulipatana na yeye ile juzi event ya Henneken, the one for Nasty C. Sasi I was on the VIP side, pia nilikuwa VIP nini. So hiyo time yenye Nasty C amemaliza perform, I'm about to leave. So nikienda hivi niko like Dole Butros, let me go say hi. Kila niko like niaje Butros, Mwirigi. Mimi najiintroducing kwa kila mtu. I don't assume people know me too. Why would you do
that? These guys are big celeb over here. Big celeb. Everyone knows you, bro.
Funny thing. I was like, Aneje, love your work ni nini, Mwirigi, I'm a content creator, comedian ni nini. And then sasa he doesn't know me, ako like, oh, okay nini. And then watu wenye ako nao, they're all like, kazi poa ni nini. So ile I'm about to go, ako like, ngoja kuja, wewe ni nani? So anashangaa like, mbona kila mtu mwenye ako naye ananijua naye anijui. So and then me and his manager are like friends. Musau anaitwa Musau. Musau is like my guy kabisa. Tumepatana hadi tukako ile like ushaona ule mtu mnapatana everywhere hadi mko like okay sawa, si ni friends. So yeah, it was just weird. Joko like wala kesho zikishuka nini nipatane na picha yako nitakutext na nikukumbushe. But it was crazy.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah. Hey, okay. So speaking of now these Kenyan classics, so Nani dropped the other day.
Nani?
Calligraph Jones. Have you listened to the project?
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the project?
My thoughts on the project. Let me even pull it up right now. Shout out to OG, the OG. Great guy by the way. As a guy, is like anakwanga so. Sinkwambia tunaongeanga tu like ya homies. I've never even met the guy.
I hope he better not watch this because I do have critiques of the album.
No problem.
So if he doesn't want to hear critiques of the album,
no, I don't think there's
but like
I don't think there's an issue with you critiquing the album.
Yeah.
Genuinely, me.
So for me,
I'm not even saying this because because that we are homies ama nini. I like the tape. I like the tape, to be honest. Not all the songs, of course, but like
not all the songs, but I did like some.
Most of the songs.
The Nyashinsky track, the Nyashinsky track is hard.
Me now, I was mad at that one because I'm like, Mazee, I'm expecting a verse from Nyashinsky, and then anapiga chorus, and then he's gone. I'm like, what?
I liked it. To me, it looks like a flex. So it's like, I'm so big, I don't even need him for a verse. He's a hook. He's a hook alone.
Yeah.
You know.
And then another song that is so good yenye na feel ilienda under the radar ni Halfway, the one with Mordecai Dex.
That's a good song. I said it on stream that day. I said this is one of them ones. It's a nice song. Like live rap. Like
that's a beautiful song. Inanikumbusha iko na ile vibe ya. You see the song like had the band did with Nyashinsky. I don't know if you know it. Inaitwa najua siku moja nitakuwa star.
Oh yeah. It gives off that vibe.
Mama, that's a good nini. Calicatel 5.
Yeah. This guy also, Travis Blue also agrees with you by the way. He said the one with the heart, the band guy is the real banger.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's a good song. So there's some good songs. There's good songs on it.
I really love Family.
Family
Blanco killed it.
Timmy Blanco. I feel like Timmy Blanco is one of those people who are so good, but I don't know. Actually, people don't. You see, these are my list of people who should be known vizuri in terms of like their artistry and everything. Steph Capella, Timmy Blanco. Tuseme tu hawa wawili kwanza tukiendelea list ni refu.
You see, so with Timmy, I think with him, like he's not obviously. So he came up in a group, so people know them as
28.
TNT. But everyone already knew like Timmy is the guy who is like the beefest rapper. Not even as a slight, like they work together, but everyone knew Timmy is like he's the Beyonce, you know, like. But he's not done anything like solo to prove that.
It's just features.
No project, just features, and it's scattered everywhere. So like you won't see, and like he's not done, I would say, a big feature besides this one in like a while.
Yeah, because
it's like
genuinely from this one, the other one I remember is Calicatel 3 or something.
Wow, that's a long time ago. He's done. You see, what he's been doing is like same level features.
Yeah,
where I feel like he should have been going higher. So like he's even on like the Genesis album from like 2 years ago. Randomly, I was like, "Yo, how did you get Timmy Blanco on your project?" Yeah.
That's fine.
So like but he's not done enough as a solo act, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like I'm also one of the people who do think he's underrated, but I'm at the same time I'm like I understand why he's underrated because he's not done enough to show like what he has to offer. Which I'm hoping like he can like pop out and prove us wrong,
Yeah.
like come and show guys.
Power and show niggas.
Yeah. Like and now another guy who I felt like that, but I think is gonna come and set shit up in this. Jovi.
Jovi. Yeah.
I feel like he's about to drop a project. I feel like he's about to drop a fire ass project. You can just see when an artist gets into rollout season.
Yeah.
First single dropped because with a video, the Brooklyn Boys. Remember that video where he's like doing
Brooklyn Boy, the one he did the Kendrick thing.
The hard part 5. Yeah. Yeah. This Brooklyn Boy. Yeah, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
Then he drops another track also with the video. When I see a nigga dropping singles with a video, I just know there's an album coming for sure.
Actually, I met him randomly, 1824. Nilikuwa natoka kuwatch game, me I'm leaving and then I come back.
That shit is still alive. I thought
there was an 18 yenye ilifungwa and then sasa ikafunguliwa tena.
Oh, the main 18 was
the main 18 si ndio ile ilikuwa ile story ule msee anafanya county na kona network yake anafanya county analipo 20k a month na network yake ni sijui 100 and ngapi million.
Yeah.
Kenyans are crazy, bro.
Nah. But yeah, so I was getting into what I didn't like about the project. And actually, I think if he had not done this, I feel like I'd have been very satisfied with the album.
Okay.
Not actually mind blown, but like I'd have been like, yeah, this is a good album. Why on earth would you put an 11-minute song in the middle of the album? Okay. The song that we've already heard before.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't even be on the album. This should just be a YouTube thing.
Yeah.
Why did he put the Calicatel in the middle of the album, bro? Like it completely ruined the flow.
In terms of sequence.
I feel like if it went from because it was flowing nicely, then got into the Kidogo Afrobeats kind of feel. If it just now switched, instead of using Calicatel to switch, it should have just switched to Silver.
Ama angefanya vile nani walifanya kwa Victims of Madness. Waliweka ile song yao fulani refu huko chini.
But you see, Avoid Those People, I think Avoid Those People, first of all, became a single after the project, almost a year later. Like it was already part of the album process. Whereas and it matched with the tone. Whereas Calicatel 5 is its own thing. That has nothing to do with the Book of Jones. Like it has nothing to do with Calligraph Stories, what I'm saying. Or the album.
Genuinely, kuna hii album yake ya Okay. Before you finish, I feel like hii album yake ya before this one, the one for 2022 inaitwaje? Let me check something. Calligraph.
Invisible Currency
that album. Was a good album, to be honest. Because iko structured vizuri and then there was no like song yenye it's like iko hapa tu for the sake of kukua hapa.
But my issue with it is it's a
too long.
Too pop. And too long. Yeah. Like okay, and at this point I get that Calligraph. Like I even said when I was doing my Calicatel roles, like at this point I've accepted what Calligraph's role is now. Like I'm not expecting him to be the hip hop savior.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Bro was so like I understand
because ukiangalia tape yake the one Testimony 1990, if I'm not wrong. I feel like that was a more hip hop album from him.
Yeah. Actually, Book of Jones, to be fair, is a hip hop album.
But like in terms of hip hop.
Yeah, it's not like the previous one.
So but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. He's playing the game here. Nasema the same thing.
I think that's it's to me, it's a problem in the sense of when you see when now artists are coming up. Like for example, me and you are in this right now, and like when we look up, all we see is our favorite rappers becoming
Going
pop stars.
commercial.
All the way from the US to here. It's not just a Kenya problem, like everywhere. But I think over here in Kenya specifically, it's so normalized, you know.
But I feel like it's a problem with the industry too. Yote juu inafikanga point you have to make money and you have to like.
You have to make money.
That's the same thing. Kuna conversation tulikuwa na Karis.
But
we were explaining to him, unaweza kuwa the best rapper, unaweza kuwa better than even Eminem ama better than sijui nani, but kuna ile if you are not commercial, hakuna rapper mwenye ni too mainstream, mwenye ni mainstream, mwenye ame make it like commercially, mwenye hakuenda in the direction of let me do this track. Jay-Z did it. Almost everybody we know.
Jay-Z was the worst culprit, cons. I think he's the guy who showed guys how to do it.
Kanye West, we won't even talk about the guy. That guy did it.
Yeah, we won't talk about it. But like, I feel like there's a way you can play the
without
game
losing your
and find your way back to like even so like the example I like to give is Kendrick. I think he's shown the best way to go about it in terms of there were moments like I think after Good Kid, Man City, remember Drake was even talking about he went and did the Taylor Swift feature, did the Maroon 5. Did that really eat from Kendrick's reputation from being real? That was such a long time. People don't even know that shit happened.
Yeah, actually.
You know? He did stream Maroon 5. I'm like, that's probably how he got that white audience. And then his music still stayed, even when he had hits, it was still relatively.
Yeah, but still, also, you know, we can't actually say, like, commercially, he's like, okay, recently, yes, because after the beef, everything just went like.
But you see, all of that was the foundation. Yeah. Like, what I'm saying is that those are the things you do in your foundation to make it easier for you to, now when you're big, now you can go
to
back
that.
to.
Yeah, you can go back to basics, do the same thing you were doing Kitambo.
Yeah.
And I get
But like if you're actively still in the, like, I feel like there's, so now again with Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, I think now guys are turning 40, that we should consider them legacy acts. When you're an active competitor, when you're in your 20s, 30s, I feel like it's a different approach. So I understand taking that. But you see, Calligraph is a legacy act. Calligraph can make a full hip hop album and we will listen to it. He doesn't need to be doing that. That's my point. Nyashinsky doesn't need to make pop, even though like it works. Like you see, with him it works better than but like he doesn't need
to do all that,
which is my problem. Yeah, Octopizzo does come back to hip hop more than I'd say the rest.
Okay,
like it says that he experiments a lot.
Yeah, to
but he still fights his way back, making hip hop tracks here and there.
But I feel like with Octopizzo, we can't say like he's so successful off of the music, because I don't know. I feel like,
but all of that is part of playing the game. Like you see, getting a Hennessy, but you see, getting a Hennessy and NBA deal, that's still hip hop, bro. Like fashion, that's all part of it. That's how he's playing the game. But he's just doing it in a different way. So he knows he doesn't have to make a pop song. He doesn't have to make the most popular song in the country. Topizzo drops whatever he wants. That's, to me, that's why he's my goat. And not even on, like, I don't think he raps better than Nyashinsky or Calligraph. But like, just the way he moves.
I heard somebody say, ama niliona mahali, like, unakumbuka ile line ya Nyashinsky kwa the last, sijui utaita tape ama EP yenye alitoa ile juzi, the one from, kuna mahali alisema nasikia wasanii something ako Twitter amejam ati sijui nini, msanii ako Twitter amejam something. Let me see if I can find it.
He's talking about Pizzo.
Nilisikia he's talking about Pizzo, niko like msanii sijui aliisha ako Twitter sijui amesema nini, niko like okay. But I would love to see a beef where it's like Nyashinsky versus somebody where it's like outright. Achana yeye yenye anaua Sedo surely. Sedo is like a
yeah.
producer literally, so you can't. Kuna vile tu it's
Yeah.
unfair kind of. Juwezi ambia ni kama Metro na Drake, the whole thing where it's like what can you do?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe just
Like shut up and make some drums, nigga. Like
bro, if a nigga tells you that, what do you do now? You can't get in the
bro,
mood.
and that's all you can do. That's
Yeah.
crazy. But nah, I feel. But I have a question. What do you or have you? I'm curious if you've seen the King Kaka and Scam Cardinali
Yeah.
tape, and so like I think so. For me, I feel like they've wasted
The tape.
the momentum. Like, where is the tape even? Like, is it even dropping? Like, what have you seen it, and what are your thoughts on it? Were you curious for the tape, and has that died down? I know for me, I'm like, I was low key excited for it for a bit, and I think it was meant to drop on Valentine's
Yeah, and
even.
then it's
And
card.
we're in June now. The album is still not out. There's no track list. There's
But
no
I think the
like
track list is what
random
they have
singles
been
are
doing.
dropping every week.
You see how they've been dropping.
But you see that doesn't make sense. Why are you like this? If it's an album and it's meant to be consumed as an album, why are you giving us a single every week?
But me, there's a song I loved, yeah,
Like,
the one like Acha Zitoke, something like that. Niko na mambo kibao, Acha Zitoke. Sijui kama umesikia?
I mean, I tuned out. Bro. I'm like, you wasted
Hiyo
the
hata sidhani iko
momentum. It
part
would
of
have
the
been the
album. That
biggest
is
hit.
like it was just a
Walai,
freestyle.
you
Hebu
see,
isearch tuisikize. Inaitwa
that's
Acha
not
Zitoke. They are going
okay.
crazy. Like hiyo ni literally hip hop. Yeah, but genuinely the time yenye walianza kuidrop nilikuwa like, okay, what are these guys doing? Let me wait and see, blah blah blah. Oh, you can't play it actually. But see, haina need kama huwezi play. But like they are going like crazy on the
Let me
song.
see. No, I might be able to.
Okay. Shida ni they won't nini the
Start.
video? YouTube.
This one, I don't think it's not under a label. It's not gonna. It's not under UMG, Warner or Sony.
Okay. You see, it's even Azoza Nation. It's not even his, iko kwa page ya Ska. Sisikii naisikia, ni kama unaisikia peke yako.
Let me see. Why is it not meaning?
Shanga. But Kembe is okay. It's just it's a great song to say. Ukiplay, inaplay on kwa masikio yako unasikia?
Yeah.
Mimi huku sisikii.
Okay. I'll figure that out for next time.
But basically it's like ni song tu anaongelea like it's literally rap. Unaona? Just going hard nini. So with that one, me, I liked it. Sijui hata kama ni part of I don't think it's part of the tape.
Yeah, you see, the problem is like all of that, like everything is all part of how your project is going to be received. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to understand it.
Guys have tuned out. Bro.
Because me, I thought they are doing that, and then like eventually, you know how you drop a song, and then eventually, this was the tape.
Yeah. At the very most, 4 singles. Even 4 singles is a lot.
So me, I wanted to see how they will do it and how it will, like, it perform aje.
Bro, they've dropped the whole tape at this point. It's been like 8 tracks they've dropped.
Actually,
I'm like, just give us the full thing. 8 songs without even like letting us know when it's gonna drop.
There's a conversation niliona on Twitter watu wakisema Ska anapeanga the most random people like nini features. Ska kona features juu ya Willy Paul.
Yeah, he has a homie with, he has a feature with some homie I know.
Boja na tuangalie.
And like from 3 years ago.
Bro, Scam Cardinal is everywhere bro. Like nini features zake ziko all over. To me, mimi niliona mtu akisema he doesn't like it vile anapeanga sijui watu tu features. I'm like, mimi for me, mimi niko like naona how nani he is, how is inaitwaje? Hiyo
It's
kwa
a cheat code. It's a cheat code.
yeah, literally ako na ngoma sijui na he has a song with Nikita Kering, he has a song with sijui Mr. Seed,
Yeah.
Trio Mio, bro. The guy is just
Brandy Minor.
bro. So genuinely, he's one of those guys mwenye you can't go wrong with on a song. Not to hate,
But I feel like he's now getting into
Mhm.
the Jay-Z, into the Calligraph.
Mm.
Once you become the cheat code, no, like I
Mhm.
respect the game, but I'm like, I can see where you're heading.
Yeah.
Which I respect it because he is the low key, he's the face of Wakadinali.
Actually,
I wouldn't say he's the best, but people know Ska.
me personally, he's my favorite. He's my like kwa
Right.
Cardinali, he's like my top one. I don't know, it's sijui kama ni juu the first song nilisikiza yake ni Kovu. I just like his writing.
Yeah.
Tuseme writing yake ni his kind of writing ni what I would write naweza say in terms of like rhyme, vile rhyme zake zinakuanga structured. Kuna vile tu flow yake like kuna ile kitu with Munga unasikianga.
You see, me, I like the chaos of Munga. That's
For
what I
me,
love.
you niko so unorthodox, so it's like, okay, where is the beat? Where are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Munga is a rapper's rapper.
yeah.
Like those ones, it's like MF Doom. Like your favorite rapper, that's his favorite rapper.
That's the thing. So mi napenda Ska juu like akona hiyo anaweza sikizwa na mtu mwenye si mtu wa hip hop na pia mtu mwenye stani.
The word like the crossover appeal. Yeah, it's not just hip hop, it's R&B, Afro pop.
Bro, writing yake ni crazy genuinely. Kama kuna hii song yake na Masterpiece. I hated Masterpiece part yake genuinely missed up.
So I'm not gonna lie, that whole album for Masterpiece, I'm not saying it's the best thing in the world, but like Ska wrote 90% of that album. It's a decent project because it's fully produced by Ares.
Ska wrote it.
Ska wrote 90% of Masterpiece's bars, and then it has features each of the Wakadinali guys on like different songs.
Actually,
it has like Skilo and Accords. Tap into that project. It's not bad. As much as I don't fuck with Masterpiece.
Yeah. Me, I know the guy. I knew the guy tukiwa wadogo akiwa akikupiga right you mpe na left you akikunyang'anya shati you mpe na kuti.
So the switch up for you is like,
bro, I never saw the guy for years, and then the first time I'm seeing him,
this is the first time he's
doing?
become a gangster rapper.
What's going on? Bro, why are you smoking weed?
I'm dead, bro.
You're for good.
Bro chilled with Wakadinali for one day.
And then sasa hiyo song ya the one yenye Ska zanga wananiita misogynistic, sijitoe bitch ka hujiski. Kuna vile tu rating yake ni I don't know sijui to explain aje.
Listen to the newest one they did, Airbnb. It's from that album.
Yeah, I saw that one pia.
That one I think is a decent
but
song,
the juxtaposition is crazy in terms of like,
okay, yeah, I think you knowing him, I think gives you like I get what you're saying.
The juxtaposition, like, bro, where it's like unasikiza verse ya Ska is Kago going crazy, and then nani anakuja hapo kwa like something else like.
But Ska wrote that verse. That's why I was like, I thought you'd fuck with that jazz.
Ska ndo aliandika basi hiyo wimbo hiyo nini?
Yeah.
Hiyo
that Airbnb.
No, don't Airbnb, the other one.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, the engineer is.
I was saying Airbnb itself.
Engineer is Ska. No.
I don't know about it. But like most of the project was written by Ska.
Okay.
Like it's just Masterpiece, right? Like copying on it. And mind you, just because it was written by Ska and executed in a way you don't feel like sometimes he'll write or writers will write in the mind of that artist. Like the way Lil Yachty wrote Act Up,
and
you'd say there's no way you know, real ass bitch, ain't fuck with a nigga. Like you wouldn't think Yati is writing, but him is tapped into JT. He's like, yo, what would JT write?
Okay.
You know?
I get you.
So I think that's what it was.
I get you.
Yeah. But like that ska again, it's the
Crossover.
hip hop crossover. I don't mind it. I mean, I do mind it, but I get it.
Okay.
You know. Yeah.
Hey. But we need to put out more projects in Kenya in terms of like albums.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why even for me, like putting out the recipe and like I'm trying to get guys to listen to the full project. Like as much as I'll promote, I'm not gonna promote just one song. You know, like I'll promote every song, but in general, it's like it's the recipe, sana. You know, like listen to the full thing. It's designed to be listened to and started again and started again. You know, like that's how. Yeah.
Okay.
And like there's some good projects out here. It's just they're not. Let me find really quick a couple of Kenyan projects that are new that I've been fucking with. There was one by. So this is Nigga Sean and Sosa the Prodigy. Was it this one? No, not this one, but still that project is dope. There's another one by Nigga Sean from this year or last year. No, it's from this year. For my niggas on the block. This project by Nigga Sean. Jeez, bro. Nigga Sean. He's affiliated with Kina Brooklyn Boys, Kina.
Could spell for me the first name?
Nigga, like nigga.
You're lying.
Nigga. Nigga Sean. I'm like poor name choice, but like he goes hard. He has a song with Mr. Right called 420, which is where I discovered him from. But this project in general has some crazy songs. The track they are called Kali. The track they're called Kali, where he samples Jua Kali's song Kwaheri. Samples Kwaheri. No, For My Niggas on the Block.
For My Niggas on the Block, I've seen it. Kwani amedrop tape mbili this year. Juu ingine pia ni this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Kali.
This is the one that I've had though. So Kali. You can hear that.
Let me see where.
Listen to the drop. Listen to the drop, bro.
Shut up, man.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. He beat me, Kali.
Bro, I didn't expect your beat drop ikuwe hivyo. I don't know. That's crazy.
And already it's a double entendre because you're saying the beat Nikali, but Nikali. Hey, bro. The tape is
whoever produced this thing, crazy guy.
Let me actually check the credits. Produced by Remy Vart.
Juu nimesikia kisema Remy beat Nikali.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
that's
crazy.
True. There's Nayok by GTB MZ. You know MZ? Is another drill rapper. Let me. To be fair, there's not many projects. But in terms of tracks, I remember there were some that I even downloaded recently. So, Iana has this track called.
Shout out to Iana.
Yeah, she's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
She has this track called. What is it called? Last Day of School. Let me just find it.
Finally done.
I've been playing
school.
that.
Finally done
with school. That's been on repeat like crazy. The production is
okay. This beat is crazy. Beat in a sound like those early hip hop beats. These are like.
Yeah. And she's rapping.
You're lying.
Is it this song she's rapping? She's rapping on this song. Yeah. Bro.
Crazy.
Bro,
Okay.
big tune. Shout out to Iyana. Shout out to Kobe
Shout out
Banks
to Ian.
on production.
What the hell?
There's what's this guy called? Caterpillar Training Day. Caterpillar Training Day. Yeah, that is one of my favorite tracks of the year.
Inaitwaje? Oh, Training Day. Let me see. Caterpillar. Actually, this is another guy I've been rooting for the longest, man.
Yeah, and he dropped like a like an Untitled Unmastered. Like it was called like the Lost Files or something last year. There's some dope tracks on there.
Okay. I met his manager
even
pia
him,
juzi tu akaniambia go and check out the stuff nini nikamwambia mimi ni fan wake mbaya.
Yeah, even him I feel like he needs to have a big moment.
Unakumbuka Calligraph akisema kwa ile interview ya Mike Check, the guy is lazy.
Wallahi, but I feel like he's dropping like I've seen all these songs that I've saved of his are all recent, like very recent. So like he's looking a bit active right now.
Yeah, actually.
Do you count this guy as a Kenyan artist or is he still a foreigner? Casey, you know Casey?
Is he Pluto?
Yeah. Does he count as obviously he's an international artist, but like do we count him when we like you see how Doba K will add his songs to New Music Friday? I'm like, I don't know if I should add his songs to my Kenyan hip hop playlist. I'm like,
yeah, I get you.
There's a track he did, so he's dropped a project today. The track of his called All in Vain. Just in general, that's just a beautiful song. So check that one out.
This one?
Yeah, it's just on repeat.
The sample is good.
Yeah.
Kenyan features though. That's
man. By now I would have thought he's tapped in like he's being posted in even I thought BN they would have worked. But you see also at the same time we never see the project as like most times it's a year in advance that they've made it. So like maybe something that happens now we'll see the work
later
in 6
on.
months. So maybe
especially because he's like in a big label. So
yeah. Because like he can't have brought out or BN brought him out. It can't have just happened without any music. And BN did say he's working with guys. Like there's a BN 2 Chainz song coming, bro.
That's crazy though, Joe. I'm trying to see how that will work.
I feel like my theory for it is I'm not expecting it for the BN album. I'm actually thinking it would be on the other way around. 2 Chainz getting him to do a hook. Not even on Afrobeats, just an R&B hook. You know, the R&B hip hop collab kind of thing. Because I feel like people are thinking of it as an Afrobeats kind of thing. I don't think 2 Chainz has ever tried that. I don't think now would be the time to start, you know.
He might, because these guys.
But what I'm saying is, he's been like they've been around all these Afrobeats guys for a while. Why would he randomly just?
He's never like done anything.
Yeah. I feel like if he's doing something, it would probably still be in his comfort zone. Like other rappers that we've seen them try. Like bro, Davido lives in Atlanta. He would have done an Afrobeat song with Davido by now. You know. Yeah. So with Casey, I feel like he needs if he wants to be added to these lists for Kenyan artists, he needs to now
work with people from the country, bro. Actually, another guy that has been going crazy, Nani Toxic Lyrically.
Yeah. He's been going hard.
That guy has been
you fuck with that Denge Dingo?
Yeah, I heard the song way before.
Sawa, Mr. Exclusive.
So I heard the song way before and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I see where it's going, and then I really talk sasa. I'm like,
yeah.
So this was the vision.
Shout out to Bavon on the A&R.
Shout out to Bavon.
That's a very good A&R right there.
He's the one who put it together, actually, isn't
he? Yeah.
Shout out to Bavon.
Because it's as simple as just being able to not just shoehorn people together, but knowing the right people to get and how to create that moment.
Yeah.
you know.
Basa kanashindanga kama ibiwa simu. Sasa tunaweza mpigia tumkose hadi.
Bro, all of these okay, no. Even tell her phone sijui mara sijui. What are those
Hadi
guys?
jela.
Yeah.
What
Sijui
the hell is
wanafanya
going on
nini,
at
bro.
Kidaka? What the hell?
Yeah, but shout out to them.
Shout out to kina nani, anaitwa nani, Carl.
Yeah, shout out to Carl the Truth.
Yeah.
Those guys are putting in some good work over there.
Yeah, in a few years watu watakuwa wanashanga.
Yeah, you see, that's what I was saying. Like, you do things today that guys would see in months,
later on.
Months time.
So it's like me, there's a lot of things where I'm like, I'm a lot of people where I'm like, hamwajui sahi, but later on mkiwajua nitakuwa nawaambia.
Yeah, you see.
Bro,
you see.
Actually, umenikumbusha, there's this other guy. He was on, kuna issue yenye nani King Kaka anafanya like and he hosts the one for, it is something to do with Star Times and stuff. So there's this guy alirap hapo hivyo anaitwa nani? Oh my god. Let me look for it alafu nikutumie. But bro, that guy is also crazy. The bars?
Yeah.
No, that guy is crazy. Anaitwa dogo tu.
Shout out to Leshan in the chat saying we need some energy, bro. We'll collate,
energy.
We'll collate.
Anasema nini?
Ati tuko watatu hapa, we need some energy.
Bana umekuja late. What tuko 1 hour 36 in?
Yeah, sasa tuna slow down, tuna wind down.
Yeah. Because we are about to be done.
Yeah, but shout out to everyone who has joined, very impromptu on TWEEZY TV.
Sikujua by then this is a separate channel. Nimejua hiyo like nini. Anaitwa Cosine Black. Sijui, I send it on your IG usikize tu sahi. Uniambie your feedback on it.
Okay.
Antoine, okay. Nimekutumia. Umeiona?
One sec. I'm opening. Yeah.
Ebu listen to that thing. Ni fupi tu, it's like 1 minute. Chapo, sana kama mafuta kidogo.
Matfanani si mchezo tumitaka ganji na nyinka mnataka maneno. Hello. I think ni pesa inapika inanita nikiza Adidas akimbilia mita so manyala po wezi nishinda I raise the genius so lazima ni make sure to me that is standard procedure maisha unishinda wanaliza shida bongani shidangu ni minko na shida so nitacheza kwa radio I swear very soon mimi nitakuwa star I stop it till I make a million na si mita moja nitakata unija just like your opinion. I'm not a civilian, young black blessed and I'm brilliant. I ain't stopping till I make a million. I ain't stopping till I make a million. A million. I ain't stopping till I make a million. A million. I ain't stopping till I make a million. A million. I ain't stopping till I make a million. A million. Mazepa ni kujazizi mfuko kakuna bagi kwa msilize nko huko out of this world kama Pluto na mziki spojipa naanza kuaibia karu I must be real it's the poverty it's a nasty test you can't kill at the levels you can't debate this is skills to make a kivet kusitry kunitest mwenzenyu miska dide wana hit wana castigate kuniasa sineto maneno ni nadi kwa mimi unyama na activate what you saying kuse ni poltozi maji pesi immaculate dovle nasonga na wasoma niko chapter 8 class ni great mwezi nifika juventus sasa nda graduate wahi place usipochunga unaweza pigwa 9 hata after 8 that's the case maisha ni ngumu maisha ni mafi tuna constipate pass the plate getting
Bro.
Jeez.
That was hard. Nah, he killed that shit. He killed that shit.
Bro, there's a lot of
He killed that
dope
shit.
rappers in Kenya, man. There's a lot of talent.
Yeah, nah, that's facts.
Na feel hatuna hizo
Especially
platforms
now, I feel like yeah. We like there's not. That's why I'm always like big ups to Kina Doba, Kina Ngoma Chats, like the guys who just do it because we actually need like all of these just ways to cover the scene.
Yeah, you remember actually the way I was telling you, I feel like there's that project I want to work on where it's like to put people on. Genuinely, there's so many people in my DMs sending me their verses and stuff in terms of like mtu ananiambia, check this out, uniambia iko aje nini nini, and then there's most of them are dope rappers. So niko like, but see, there's nowhere to show people that there's this guy and that guy. Kenya now could pop off.
So let's start it now. So okay, not now, but like we'll be hopping on a stream like this. Ask guys to submit their song. The way I've just like I'll figure out the sound thing and how to share the screen. We listen to submissions. We just put it out there, you know.
Yeah,
like that it's something you can even be doing on your own platform as well. Like
actually,
yeah, just there's ways to just as we just do what we can, you know, and then the more people see like guys like us doing something like that, the more they even start joining in. Because even me, I was inspired by other people.
Yeah,
you know, it's just you have to create that chain reaction.
Yeah, because I feel like I have a bit of a platform where like I can put people out there where it's like, I say there's a lot of talent. There's people who love rap in Kenya. Now dream watapata hizi vitu. It's not easy kutafuta tu msee ati uone. You have to have somewhere where it's like unaona vile mtu ataenda onekane Elelikas, and mimi personally I've known a lot of rappers from Elelikas. Just off of nimeona nikafinyia Rayvon nilimjulia Elelikas. Simba. There's a lot of people nilijulia.
And that's just one platform.
Just one.
That's just one platform.
So we need to do that in Kenya. We need to have like something where it's like people can know. Nikiona umse kwa this person ama kwa this platform, I can go and check their songs out. Because rappers are, we need to start eating good in this country in terms of like art. People need to,
and there's a way for it to happen. We just all need to be aligned with the same goals and like guys just lock in. Everyone play their role. Not everyone has to be the superstar. You know, like whoever needs to do what they need to do. Wafanye. You know, that's fact. That's fact. Man, thank you for joining the stream. This has been too fun.
Yeah, man. It's been almost 2 hours now.
Yeah. Simple thing. We came up with the topics literally 30 minutes before we started. Na imeflow too. So like shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you, bro.
Next one we'll plan at least ahead of time, especially if there's something to talk about. You can always just it's pretty simple at this point.
Actually.
With this, especially this app. So like yeah, man. Thank you to everyone who joined the stream as well, to everyone in the chat. The video is still gonna be live on YouTube, so you can still send guys that same link.
Yeah.
You can still watch it.
Shout out, man. And then before to end see what any fans are new. So how do you feel? How are you feeling with the signings? With the signings and stuff?
I was not gonna bring anything football up, but so me, I'm not a football content creator, because if I do, I'll get too passionate on air.
Bro says that I'm a Manchester Real Madrid.
I mean, this is the only one I can rep semi proudly. Man U says
that team can kill you, bro. But yeah, me, I'm seeing the signings. I don't know. I'm kind of seeing the vision. Let's see where it goes.
I was having this conversation with my home.
Amorim has sold me dreams.
Nah, you don't keep buying, but I'm not there. Me, I think I'm too much of a realist. That's why I didn't want you to even ask me anything Man U related, because I'm gonna sound
you're not a fan.
Pessimistic. I'm not saying that if you ask me, I would have sacked
Kitambo.
Where's the proof? Where's the proof that this guy is a good manager?
Bro, yeah, me.
It's just inshallah.
No, hear me.
It's
Bro.
so hear me out. Hear me out.
No,
So
no.
I'm not
Genuinely.
so leave alone the fact that I think he should be sacked. And the reason why I think he should be sacked is just because I don't think he's a good manager, and we're literally throwing all our chips into his bag. When in 2 years' time, when he does get sacked, and we have all these fucking wing backs, and we have no wingers because we only have
3-4-3
Zaxis and Cunhas. What position do we play? So when the next manager comes, he wants to play 4-3-3. We have no left back, we have no winger, we have no striker. It's all these guys. But and even leave that alone. Even the way it's presently constructed, we don't even know if it works. It doesn't work, bro. Because of that 2-man midfield.
But there's
unless we get the personnel,
there's proof of
unless we get the
concept,
personnel for that 2-man midfield.
And also another thing, I feel
midfield
like
is
it's
too easy
unfair
to bypass.
kusema hatuna proof any good manager based on the season that imeisha. The guy came in halfway through the season. He had to work with what he had.
He showed us Mwirigi, he showed us nothing.
He had to work with what he had, bro.
There's no even in the wins,
we were struggling.
we played like shit. There was no idea. And then you can see, the thing is, you can see the flaws in the system. Any good manager would tweak the system to make it work.
Yeah.
He's so stubborn in that specific formation, and it's like now he has to shoehorn people in. So if Cunha is playing on that left AN, that means Bruno has to play in midfield if Bruno is staying.
Yeah.
Bruno playing in midfield is already a liability. So already we're starting matches on the back foot. If Bruno starts up there, the two midfield options, it's Ugarte and someone. Already that's a liability because Ugarte is a decent ball winner, but Ugarte is nothing special.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's
the midfield, the thing is, I was telling my homie, like, if this guy wasn't so stubborn and we actually played a 4-3-3 and just acquired even just a striker and obviously we already need a keeper, but like if we just get a striker and one midfield option and we just play 4-3-3, we're good, bro. I'm telling you, like, we'll actually be a good team. But he's so stubborn in something we don't even know works. That's why I'm like, he should have been sacked. Because now we're just gonna go all into this 3-4-2-1. We're gonna have 20 wing backs. These guys can't defend. We have 20 central attacking midfielders and no striker, no winger. Because that's where we're heading. Like, we do this all the time. We buy players for the specific manager. The next manager comes, now we have to sell 10 players. Like,
let's wait and see.
So for me, I'm not moved. Especially now today after seeing Mbeumo is the one that for me, I was like, okay, this is a good sign. The fact he's going to Spurs now, I'm like, fuck, bro. There's nothing.
Okay, I can't wait to see vile. Mi genuinely ndangojea kwanza nione games za next season za kwanza. After the first 5 games, I'll tell you if we really fumbled ama tuko sawa.
I'd rather that than, for me, it's just I was trying to counter the opposite because my home is like this. The thing is, we do this every year. Like, where we're back. We look at the signings. Whether Manu fans, we get more dopamine from
signings,
the transfer window,
actually,
than we get from.
Bro, like, do you remember the Sancho deal when it went through to like
the Sancho summer?
Shit.
And do you know that transfer window?
Ronaldo came the same transfer window.
That was always my hot take, even back then, that we should never have signed him. Like, as great as he is for our legacy, he ruined the vibes. Do you know the chemistry?
Thank you.
The chemistry was about to be unbelievable.
Bro, Ole Gunnar was doing something. Me, I won't lie. He
on vibes, like there was a ceiling. But
he was doing something
better than where we are.
Bro, the guy came.
And you see, there was the flexibility.
The guy came, and then everyone was just was playing around him. Kila mtu anataka ampe ball. Rashford can't shoot anymore. Zenye anafaa ampatie, ana shoot. Zenye anafaa shoot, anampatia. So, and then kuna mtu mwenye ukimwambia the same thing anasema, oh, Ronaldo ndiye alikuwa na most goals in the Europa League. I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. Like these guys, oh my god, I'm glad I wasn't the only one with the same experience.
In terms of a team,
like it was so annoying. I'm like, you guys, you claim to know ball, but you can't see how just this guy has scored a lot, so that means the team is better.
No.
Nah, man, the team is worse than it was last season.
Man, crazy.
Like just because he scored 17, like
So
bro,
that guy is crazy.
Bruno became worse after, in my opinion. Like Bruno suffered after Ronaldo came.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Almost
did.
everyone actually.
Like yeah.
And then Ronaldo
someone
anakwanga na hii like hii effect fulani ya like atakuwa kwa game too where he's doing nothing and then afunge bao mbili. And then now it's like man of the match, so he's na hajafanya anything
but he's not
proper in the game.
like the whole game we've created 3 chances the whole game, we've done nothing.
Literally.
Because we can't press, the whole team can't press.
Yeah.
If one person is out of the press,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like they just play out of it. So it's like the team is just already disorganized. It's like, and now I don't know, man. That summer messed up a lot, but this we see we do this every year. Like this,
The one that will tell us if we are going nowhere.
Bro, I thought we all saw things for what they were after that final. That should have been the signal to everyone, bro, of where we're headed. Like one, my homies, they're telling me, yo, we might be back. I'm like, did we not see the same shit? Bro, we're cooked. We are done. It's the same way we were saying with artists, BN and Casey can meet today, but we'll see the song in 1 year. Even this one, we'll see the song in 1 year. When we're about to sack Amorim, we don't have fullbacks, we don't have wingers.
He sold everyone. He has 3-4-3.
He does 4-3-4-3. We've died by that hill.
Dang,
bro.
Man, but it is what it is. We can't really. I just want to itakuwa. I'm here. We chose this.
That's why I've stopped talking Manu. I've stopped talking about it because I'll dampen the mood. Like it's not looking good for me, in my opinion. Like I have no hope. Zero. It lost me officially.
It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Acha tutapiga stream ingine. Thank you for having me, man. Mi nimejibamba.
Anytime, bro. Thank you. You're always welcome here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we'll do this again soon, for sure.
Yeah. Hata mi nikianza yangu nitakuinvite siku moja kuja hapo tu vibe tu tuone tutafanyaje.
Trust, bro.
Haya. Acha mi
Haya, man. Take care.
You too, man.
Thank you everyone for
wewe sasa unaenda kufanya na juu ulali juu mimi huku ni like 12 am. Yeah, midnight basically. Wewe kwako ni
it's 5:20 here.
Sawa basi.
I'm just
you do your thing.
So bro.
Thanks, man.
Easy.